Hi. So I'm Alora. I'm currently based in Guwahati, and
Yeah.
so I have done my graduation in 2019, and then I have practiced in Bangalore for a year. Until then, lockdown happened. So currently, I'm in my hometown, and after that, I've started freelancing. I mean, I am taking a few projects here in my own hometown, and I'm getting quite good projects, both residential as well as a few commercial as well. Like commercial, as in not such big projects, but yes, they are small scale
Small scale
projects.
commercial projects. Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah. I mean, for someone to like start with the career, I think that's like I think it's a big thing. So I was just hearing few people they were struggling to get few
Congratulations.
projects. Thank you so much. So yeah, I mean, so there are certain things like so I am into a lot of things actually. I love to explore a lot of things, and gradually over time, when I have been into like in this lockdown period, I've understood that architecture is not only about designing, and there is a lot more to it. So I have enrolled myself into writing as well. Done pretty well into it. I mean, I started with some content writing, writing for rethinking the future. Started writing with some research papers. Um, then, I mean, this entire lockdown time was like trying to explore different aspects of architecture. So right now, I'm into a little bit of dilemma about um, like how to basically I want to culminate writing as well as like I want to bring both the aspects of writing and architecture into the like main market. Okay, that's how I want to put myself into it. Should not be only about planning, not about designing. It should have like a platform. I want to create kind of a platform. That's my main agenda. I want to create a platform where people who are enthusiasts, like who wants to write or who wants to probably express their designs or in the form of writing maybe. So how can I do that? I want to like I don't want to stick to only probably planning or designing. I just want to probably expand more of it. So how can I do that?
Okay, so there are a few things, few logistics to a platform, to creating a platform. Creating a website on WordPress. You can always start with
Mm-hmm.
creating a website, yes, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first you have
Mm-hmm.
to decide whether you want to work as a practicing architect anymore or not. Because creating a platform is a full-time job. It's not a
Yeah.
side thing. Once you get into it, you'll not be able to
Mm-hmm.
get out because that's how I entered this platform. I was practicing, I was dealing with clients, I was making a zillion mistakes, and I started sharing them through my blogs. I never used to write formal articles. I always used to write blogs, very casual blogs. And that's how I ended up
Mm-hmm.
creating platform. And then I got so much fulfillment
Mm-hmm.
just from this platform, just by getting responses for all the help that people got from my blogs that I didn't want to do that work anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first you create a WordPress website. And if you don't want to invest on a website right now, you can go for LinkedIn. But first you need to build an audience for yourself. Okay, if you want to create a
Mm-hmm.
platform, right? That's when you can get people. You have to get people who want to read the kind of content that you're putting out there. If you don't want to create your
Mm-hmm.
own platform per se, because it is going to require a lot of logistics and investment, because there's content, there is graphics, and there's digital marketing, then there's website development and everything.
Yeah.
You have to look at all these four
Mm-hmm.
aspects of it. If you're not,
Mm-hmm.
if you think not what I want, you can improvise
Mm-hmm.
on your writing and apply in architecture journalism offices.
Mm-hmm.
There's Sturwood
Yeah.
that's really good, so you can apply there also.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know how much like, what are the prospects of it? Is it really in the market, or do people really look forward to all of these things? Like, writing is
Definitely.
something
Look
which
at
needs
me.
a lot of brainstorming. It needs a lot of brainstorming. Writing needs a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
brainstorming.
Yeah.
So, only few people, like architecture, how people perceive is very different. And, to bring such a thing, like I'm from Guwahati, and I have seen that people have very different perspectives towards architecture. Like in Assam, people don't know what architecture is all about.
It's
So,
not just Assam people. There's this huge gap between how architects perceive architecture and how a common man perceives architecture.
right, right, definitely. So that gap is somewhere, it's like a struggle, to probably like just to join that gap, probably connect with the client and tell them and make them understand about, this is what I'm trying to do, you need to understand how this is. But then they say, ki, nahi yaar, ye kaam, you can do it with some other contractor or civil engineer. The entire perspective of architecture is very, very different here. So that's where the struggle begins. And since, the kind of thing I want to work upon is very, very different, and I'm sure it will take a lot of time to probably
Why
develop that
don't you
entire.
contact newspaper guys if you want to reach out to your clients? Why don't
Yeah.
you reach out to magazines and local newspapers very specifically if you want people to change their
Okay.
perspective, which is not going to happen in a few years? So the whole
Mm-hmm.
problem is that when we are explaining something to the client, we're not speaking their
Mm-hmm.
language. They can't understand it. We're speaking as an
Mm-hmm.
architect, not as a layman. So we have to
Yeah.
literally speak in their language to make them understand, and we have to set the stage for them. That's where
Mm-hmm.
the problem lies.
Yeah.
So that is one you can actually convince your clients. That is one aspect that you just talked about. And the other one would
Mm-hmm.
be in contact. If you want to write for common people about what architecture is really all about, I think
Mm-hmm.
newspapers, magazines, or any platforms that common people are mostly active on is what you want
Mm-hmm.
to go for.
Okay. So yeah,
If
I think
you okay,
yeah.
if you
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you
bye
so much for such amazing response. Thank you. Bye bye.
bye.